What's up, Ranger Nation, Toku Nation, and every nation in between. Sorry, guys. It is me, your boy JB, and I am here today. This is just a special video that I decided that I wanted to do since we got the news last Sunday about the new iteration of Power Rangers that is going to be coming in the 30th anniversary in Cosmic Fury. So, before I go ahead and just talk about what I want to talk about, if you guys are watching this video or any other on my channel and aren't subscribed, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and subscribe to this channel, turn on your post notifications, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, share the video, and with that out of the way, Ranger Nation, Toku Nation, let's go ahead and just jump into what I want to discuss. All right, you guys, so we all know that Power Rangers Cosmic Fury is coming in 2023, right? I think filming will be starting very soon. We saw Simon Bennett as he was building the set. It looked like the set of Dino Hinge. So we know that they're building that. So you guys know if you guys have been on Twitter or anything like that, you guys know that there's much speculation about if we're going to use a Sentai adaptation of, Sentai adaptation for Cosmic Fury, or will we use original footage, right? So I'm okay if we, I've thought about it, right? Because when people think about original footage, we think about going back to the day of MMPR season 3 when the Rangers went on the ninja quest and they got the new ninja powers, right? They got the new ninja powers and they got the new Zords. They got the ninja Zords, the Falcon, the Ape, the Frog, the Bear, the Wolf, and the Crane. But then they also got the Shogun Zords as well, which is still part of Sentai's adaptation. So we could do something like that. Like, I feel like, there's a possibility that they could still use the Dino Fury suits, right? And since it's Cosmic Fury, space themed, they could use some footage. They could, go the route of using Zords from Ranger, right? That is a strong possibility that they could do that. Then there's also the possibility that they could, I know people are speculating that it could be a situation kind of like Power Rangers Turbo 2 in space, where the Rangers Command Center, where the power chambers were just destroyed in Power Rangers Turbo. The power Ranger chamber was destroyed, so TJ, Cassie, Ashley, and Carlos chased into space after Divatox, right? And they went, they were going to go to the Sumerian planet, but Zordon had already been removed from the Sumerian planet. I would love it if in Cosmic Fury, since we have been discussing things from the past, like we have been discussing, the Morphing Masters, and you guys remember in MMPR season 1, Zordon mentioned the Morphing Master, so it would be nice, it would be cool if we go into the third season and have some discussions about Zordon. We know that Gosei was, Gosei and Zordon, mentor, mentee, right? But we never got the true backstory about that. So I know also there's speculation where people think maybe they could use, Kira Major, or they could use Dawn Brothers, or they could be using, what's that one that just came? What was the one that we just had last season? Dawn Brothers and with the Kikanoids. I can't even think of the name of the series right now. I can't think of the name of that series right now, and I did some reviews for it, but hey. So people are speculating that we could be, people have so many speculations. Zoosier, Kira Major, Dawn Brothers, and I'm still drawing a big blank. With what last season Super Sentai was. I'm still drawing a huge blank, but yeah, they could. So people are speculating that just based off of what the synopsis says for episode 20 of season 2, right? So I do want to say that we do know that this is going to be dealing with space, right? So it doesn't necessarily have to, take anything from Kira Major. Like I said earlier, they could do something similar to what Mighty Morphin Power Rangers did in season 2 and in season 3, with just taking Zords from a different adaptation that we didn't see. Now that fell flat when it came to Super Mega Force, because those teams that we never saw but we used their Zords, we saw them in Super Mega Force, and there was no good explanation for those. But that's neither here nor there, right? But I had a conversation in my comments last week about this, right? So it's possible to still have a space themed series and utilize anything from the past. Like they could use Cure Ranger, they could use Cure Ranger, Lupin Pat, Zoosier, Tokuger. They could use some of those, right? Because if you guys think about it, Power Rangers in Space is a space themed season, but Mega Ranger wasn't. And I didn't know that for the longest time, that Mega Ranger wasn't space themed. And also the same with Lost Galaxy. You guys know Lost Galaxy hands down is my favorite season of all time. But when we think about it, Lost Galaxy was not like Lost Galaxy's Sentai footage in Ginga Man. Ginga Man was not space at all. Ginga Man was dealt with a forest. Wasn't their mentor a tree? So when I first saw the Ginga Man, and when I first even learned about Ginga Man, and I saw Ginga Man, I was like, wow, they really took a forest-based Sentai and made it all about space. And that was original, most of that stuff was, like the set, that was all them. So it can be done, right? It could definitely be done. And I will say though, with us doing space themed series, I would love it if we do some space travel, like go to distant planets. So, now I don't know if they would consider Phaedos, since it's part of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 1993 movie. I don't know if Phaedos would be considered a part of our dimension, right? It probably wouldn't, because in our dimension, the Rangers went to meet Ninjor and not Dulcia. So I don't know if we would go to Phaedos, but I know other planets that are in our, in our solar system. In this world that we're in, you got all the planets that the Rangers went to on SPD. I can't remember any of them, but you got the planet Rashon, you got Hercuron, you got Marinoi, you got KO35, you have the planet Onyx. I would love to see what the planet Onyx looked like. When is the last time we've been to Onyx? We have not been to the planet Onyx in quite some time. The planet Onyx is in a prohibited sector. The planet Onyx is in a prohibited sector. I remember Deca saying that to Andros. Yeah, we haven't been to I think the last time we literally been to Onyx was Lost Galaxy, when Corone got the pink quasar saber from Trakina and Villamax. I think that was the last time. Now, I haven't watched SPD in quite some time, but I think I do remember an SPD that they mentioned. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they mentioned it in SPD. We can go to Orion's planet. Well, that planet was destroyed. But you know what? That would be interesting, because remember, Orion's planet was destroyed and Orion went home, but there was nothing. Like I was confused about the ending of Super Mega Force. Orion's going home, but nobody's there. So this man is going to do. What's going to happen? How is he going to populate the? If there's no existence of life, how is he going to do something? So yeah, we got Orion's planet. We got Doggy Kruger's planet. We have, I'm just trying to think of some more series where we have different planets. We have that. So yeah, so I'm cool. So I would love, and then it would be cool if we have some, cameo appearances, like it would be interesting to get some cameo appearances. I was just thinking about some of them, we all are getting older, so we don't look the same. Like Christopher Kamen Lee, the first time I saw him after had been years since I last saw him, I didn't recognize Christopher Kamen Lee. I didn't recognize him because number one, he's cut his hair short. His hair, he doesn't have that long hair anymore. So I'm familiar with Andros with the long hair with the streak. Roger Velasco. It took me a minute to finally. I'm like, oh, that's Roger. Okay. So it would be nice to see some of them. You know, we just saw Selwyn and Patricia Jolie in Super Mega Force. Didn't have much of a role, but it would be nice to see some of our Space Rangers. It would be nice to see Andros, Ashley, Carlos, Cassie, TJ, Zane, Maya, Kendricks, Corone, Mike, Leo, Damon, Kai, the SPD Rangers, you know, Sydney. Well, we know that Jack is no longer with SPD, so we wouldn't see Jack, but we would probably see Z. We would probably see. Oh, and you know something else though? When it comes to, but I don't know how, that's something that I've always wondered. How would they play that? Because you guys know we're about 3 years away from SPD's timeline, because SPD was filmed in, you know, SPD took place in 2025. So we are literally 3 years away from SPD's timeline. So I wonder how they would play that. That would be interesting, that we're almost to the SPD timeline, literally in the real world. That would be interesting. That would be interesting to see. Very interesting. The only difference between the SPD timeline and our current timeline is we don't have flying cars. There are no aliens on our planet. That's the only thing that's not. Also, they never dealt with time travel. I was about to say, they never dealt with space travel. Power Rangers, Time Force, they were just all about time. So yeah, it would be interesting to see some past Rangers return. And like I said, there are a multitude of things that could be done when it comes to Cosmic Fury. They could keep the Dino Fury suits, and the Rangers just then take on powers from different Zords, from different Sentai seasons, or they could adapt different. They could adapt Q Ranger. It's possible. They could adapt Zoolager. It's possible. It does. Just because the Sentai is in space theme doesn't mean that Power Rangers can't make a space theme. It's been done twice. In Space, Lost Galaxy. But that's really all I really wanted to discuss. If you guys have any theories or ideas, leave them down in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, and also share the video. And until next time, you guys, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, wear a mask, socially distance, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, Ranger Nation.